It is really hot right now, so please bear with me. I opened my blinds just to do this intro. I'm very happy it's gonna be cold for a whole entire like week. I hate hot weather. It's not even summer anymore, it's autumn. People are probably gonna be like, you're in Australia, aren't you supposed to be used to the heat? We usually only get heat from like maybe November-ish to March, but summer is in December to February. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hello, welcome to probably my first video seen by me, and if you aren't new, welcome back. Today for this video, as you can tell by the title, I am reading my favorite booktubers slash booktokers favorite books. Well, mainly booktubers because they're all on YouTube. They also have TikToks and all that jazz. I was gonna do one of my favorite booktokers slash booktubers, but I decided to do a few of my favorites, and the three are Larry Reed's, Destiny Sidwell, and Sarah Caroli. I think I'm pronouncing her last name right. I hope I am. He's really getting to me. I can't say anything properly. I had messaged each of them on Instagram asking for their favorite books, like their top 5, which wasn't really a good idea because top 5 you can easily get the same books from each person. Larissa was actually smart to send me 17 books, which was very smart of her because I had more options, and I did get a few more options from Sarah Caroli. So I'm gonna go through all the books that I've chosen, and I will do a few reading vlog bits. I have 5 books that I've chosen. Thank you for all those options if you're watching this. I don't know if you are, but if you are, thank you. This is really pissing me off because I took the freaking sticker on the back off and now it's got hair all in it, which was not a smart thing to do. One of the books is actually from all 3 of them because they had all said the same book, so I was like, I'll combine one book for all 3 and then one separate one for each. We'll go to the one that I chose from all 3 of them, and that book is Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. I am very excited but scared to read this book because I've seen so many good reviews, but at the same time I have seen a bit of bad reviews, and you know, I'm gonna trust their word. I trust them. I have the same taste as all of them, so we're gonna ignore all the bad reviews and we're just gonna listen to theirs, okay? Okay, the next book is gonna be from Larissa, and I've been dying to read this book. I had to actually order this from the US copy Amazon because Australian stocks, we don't talk about that, okay? The next book is Archer's Voice. I am so excited to read this. Like, it has been on my TBR for such a long time, obviously because Larissa recommended it. Basically all these books from what I've seen her recommend, but then, you know, other people have read them because we all trust Larissa. Sometimes. I did hear mixed stuff about the book because some people were saying that he was deaf, Archer, the male love interest, saying that he was deaf, but then I saw a lot of people saying that he's mute, and it kind of confused me. So I was like, is he deaf, is he mute? But he's mute, so he can hear, he just can't speak. I'm only seeing Archer's voice. I don't see her name. Is this in both POVs? Bree. So it's about Archer and Bree. So that's that one. The next book is one of Destiny's favorites, and I was going to read this when it came out in January. I just never got around to reading it, and I didn't feel like heartbreak, but we're gonna be heartbreaking in this video, and that is Reminders of Him. I've literally seen so many amazing things about this book and about, what's her name again? I've seen so many good things about Kenna and Ledger, so I'm so excited to read this. Sad thing is, this book has actually been spoiled for me because no one can keep their mouth shut, or they just can't be bothered putting spoiler warnings on their videos. All the pigeons on here, yeah, I already know about that, and there's a few other things that people spoiled from this. It makes me so mad that people don't put spoiler warnings. They just don't. There was another book that Sarah Caroli had on her list and it really intrigued me, but I don't remember what it's called. I think I know what it's called, but I don't know. This is my book journal. I took out a page because I wrote them all down. Do you see Larissa's? Yeah. Oh, The Perfect Couple. I've only had this for about like 3 months now or something. I don't know if it's just me, but it's kind of acting up. Like, it freezes and I don't know why. This book has been on my TBR for such a long time. Every time I've literally gone to the store that has books, Big W, it's never there, and just wasn't there, and it upset me, but I got it a couple of days ago, and it is Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. You might have seen this a bit. I know this is our cover. There might be a different cover with like a, it's like a person with like a sheet thing on it. Is that it? But it has like a rip. The character's name is Alicia. She shot her husband 5 times in the head and hasn't spoken since. Apparently it's told from her journal. I believe, or something, because you know she doesn't speak. I know how her voice would be if you don't. How can, I'm not a person that can shut up, so that would be very hard. Also, these are not going to be full reading vlogs because it's going to take up too much time, and I don't want an hour-long video because I feel like people are going to get bored. But I love long reading vlogs because they're so entertaining. But you know, if it's a bunch of books in one video, well, I've got one on my Kindle as well. Also, I will say these will have spoilers. I'm really sorry. If you haven't read some of these books, you can skip. I will put a timestamp in the description so you can go to whatever book that you want to go to. But yes, every single one will most likely have spoilers. I don't know if I'm in the mood for a thriller right now because I just finished Verity last month. Is she gonna be a psychopath? I think I might start with Love in Other Words. I feel like in the mood for Macy and Elliot. And this has been on my TV for a very long time. Also, if you haven't watched any of their videos, what are you doing? I'll put their YouTubes in the description. Please go watch their videos. Like, please. I love their videos so much. Like I said before, not gonna be full on reading vlogs. Oh, my camera's about to die. I feel like this will be more updates and like reactions or stuff, or just like aesthetic stuff. But I am 55 pages in. Macy and Elliot are so cute. I literally am tabbing every single time they're talking about favorite words and just sitting and reading. Like, it's a freaking vibe. For some reason, I didn't think they would be 13 when they met. I thought they'd be like maybe like 7 or 8, and so it's been really hard to picture 13 years old because 13 these days look like they're freaking 18. I'm also really questioning, why is she mad at Elliot? I feel like we're gonna know that like there or something. I don't know. Oh, I'm going to break it on the very night he declared his love for her. Oh, well, I didn't read the back. I don't read the back of books. I like to go in kind of blind, you know. I'm really liking it. Now I wish I had a childhood best friend and we can meet after 11 years. He breaks up with his girlfriend the same day that we meet each other again. That sounds bad, but like, you know, I want to be like one of those girls. I know which girls those are, but you know, I want to be Macy. I don't remember what the last thing that I said. I think I was like 50 pages in, but I finished it. Yep. Literally the day after, I read some at night and I got to like 150 pages and I wanted to keep going, but I didn't. And then the next night, I finished it from 150 pages to 400. I'm not going to say anything about this book right now because that will be at the very end. So don't skip to the very end to see what I thought of it because that will be later, and I still got more reading vlogs for you to watch. Unless it's like the only book that you've read and you just want to see the review, then that's fine. I just realized every single book that I have for this is blue except for Love in Other Words. Literally reminders of him, Archer's voice, and The Silent Patient, even though the spine is red. I do not know what to read. I've been so in the mood to read Archer's voice. I see it everywhere, and I go on Pinterest and I follow all these accounts that do like book boards, like aesthetic and all that, and I love them, and I always see Archer's voice and also like Love in Other Words and everything else. But then I've also really seen reminders of him. I don't know, I'm not in the mood to read a thriller right now, even though I did see an aesthetic today. My first ever aesthetic of The Silent Patient that I've seen. I'm not in the mood to read a Not So Meet Cute. I just realized I have a Not So Meet Cute as well, but I want to kind of save that at the end. No, my books are falling. I really don't know what to read. We're gonna go with Destiny's Choice. I'm probably gonna have 2 books of crying back to back. I swear to God, if I cry in this book, I'm gonna tab this as well, go with the aesthetic of the book. Also, if you see me repeatedly in this or my Barnes jumper, just know that they're really comfortable. I'm gonna fix my TBS shelf before it falls again, and I will update tonight. I will do better with my updating because updating Love in Other Words was terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm not over it. Let's hope I update better for this one.
feel free when all is gone and you're with me. We'll take a breath.
2 chapters done. I've just put random tabs in, so now I need to sort it out. Why is choosing colors for tabs? What? Why is choosing colored tabs so hard for books? Even with the aesthetic of it, it has multiple colors. You don't know. I'm gonna do an update because I need to. It's been about like 2 days since I started Reminders of Him, and I haven't actually been able to read much just because I've been out and, you know, spending time with friends. So I didn't read much at all. So I'm that far in. I've gotten to chapter 14, which is Ledgers. So far, DM, is it DM? But she's really cute. I really love her. I feel so bad for Kenna. I felt so bad for her because like she just broke down because she wanted to see her kid, and now Ledger hates her. I thought this was only going to take me like maybe a day to 2 days or something. I don't like Patrick. The fact that his immediate thought was to get a restraining order when she's done nothing, like she hasn't attacked them or anything, she just wants to see her daughter, and I'm like, yeah, we'll get a restraining order. I love Roman. The fact that even though yes he knows what happened to Scott and everything, he's literally defending Kenna, and I absolutely love that. I was gonna film in the morning, but I have thoughts right now that I'm probably gonna forget. I don't know how I feel about Ledger. One second he's being like sweet and like buying her a burger and showing videos and pictures of DM, and then the next second he's like, I don't want to be seen with her, I don't want Kenna to see DM, like she shouldn't even be here, like I want to get her out of town. Dude, make up your mind. I finished this last night. I didn't record my reaction to the end. Again, all my thoughts will be at the end, so I'm sorry. I really want to read the fine print right now. I just love the fine print. I really want to reread it. But I got other books to read. We're gonna read Archer's Voice. I don't know if I want to tab it. All my blue tabs are gone so quickly. I'm like, what the hell? It'll be a little while for me, not a little while for you. But I'll see you guys when I start Archer's Voice. If you can hear noise in the background, that is just the washing machine and dryer. I haven't updated in a couple days. After I finished Reminders of Him, I took a day off of reading because that book did shit to me. But yesterday I started Archer's Voice. I read 100 pages in a day. Usually with me reading a book, when I started, I usually get to maybe 20 to 50 pages, but then once I get really into it, then you know, I become a faster reader. This had me hooked from the start. Even though yes, there is trauma in it, I just find this book comforting. Like this book and Love in Other Words were so comforting to read. Like you just get that vibe. I love Archer and Bree already. They have only known each other for maybe a couple of days. I want to say a week, maybe a week and a half or something. But the fact that Bree opened up to Archer and she hasn't opened up to anyone, not even her friends back at home, I love that. Archer shaving his beard so that she can see his scar and like see who he is. That was the sweetest thing ever. I love him. He's just like the sweetest person. He literally ran out of his house barefoot to go get her because she was screaming, and he had like cuts and all that after. Travis, I do not like him already. He's giving me very mixed vibes, and people have messaged me to say do not trust like Travis, and like, oh, I don't like him at all. I'm like, okay, I have something going on, being right, you know, to not trust him. He walked in the thunderstorm to her cottage so she wouldn't be alone, even though she's mad at him. Freaking cutest person in the whole entire world. And I'm so happy that Brie freaking slapped Travis. I'm so freaking happy she did that because I would have done that. The frick said this had a happy ending. He just got shot. Please don't tell me he's actually dead. I swear to God, if this is not alive, I am going to riot. Oh, thank God. A freaking emotional roller coaster, bitches. Lighting's not great, and I'm about to leave for acting. You can barely even see it. Okay, I'll put it here. I finished it. I read the extended epilogue, obviously. So good. And then I also read Archer's POV from chapter 14 or 15. I loved it, but I will talk about it more later. It has been a little while since I have filmed this video. It's probably been 2 months, I want to say. Maybe 2 months, or maybe no. Yeah, it's probably been about 2 months. I filmed in March, didn't film in April because I only read 3 books in April, and I didn't read any of the ones for this video, or like the last one, which is Silent Patient. I just really haven't been in the mood to read it. I haven't really been in the mood to read a lot of books recently. Well, I have been, but like a lot of them are rereads or books that I haven't gotten. I'm back. I'm in the mood to read this book because I literally just saw that the chapters are so short. And so I was like, you know, I'm gonna read it. And also kind of feeling like going for a thriller right now. Yeah, I'm also reading Things We Never Got Over right now. And because I'm in a slump, it's taking me a little while. I think I might update tomorrow just because I kind of want to see how far I can get into this book without putting a camera in my face. My goal is to at least get to maybe 50 pages. Let's do this.
Once what it was.
Paintbrush.
It was a paintbrush. Alicia was standing by the wall.
I knew she didn't do it. I freaking knew it. I mean, a killer goes after anyone, but like, why would you be stalking her and then be in her freaking studio? I take that back. Because how the hell did she get out of the chair? And apparently he was shot 5 times, but she said 6 times, and one of the bullets went in the ceiling. Now I just want to know what her motive is. Why was she lying? Like, she's talking. I have friends. I have friends. I have more friends. Before I go any further into listening to this and finishing off my mini Oreos, because I've just been eating them while I listen to this, why do I have a feeling that Theo, her psychotherapist, was the one that did it? That's just a theory. I don't know why I'm being stupid. Maybe, I don't know. I'm coming up with the dumbest theories, but yeah, just watch me be dumb later.
She picked up a paintbrush and approached a canvas on an easel.
Painter, a fan. Oh my god, wait. Did I say before that I thought like he was the stalker or something?
We stared at each other in silence. This was the first time I came face to face with Alicia Berenson. The rest.
He was also so willing after 6 years to be like, I need to try and get something out of it. I want to see what happened.
That first time I met him in the therapy room, I wasn't sure. There was something familiar about him, but different. I recognised his eyes, not just the colour, but the shape.
His part's not adding up. Oh wait, no. Alicia's husband was cheating, and so he went to the house and saw her. Oh, that makes so much more sense now.
Alicia. I remained silent.
Okay, we have finally gotten to the end of the video. Honestly, it took a lot longer than I thought. Am I gonna go in order? I don't remember. But we're gonna start with Love in Other Words. I loved this book. I felt like I was gonna read it in one sitting, but I didn't want to because I just didn't want to finish it so quickly. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely freaking love Macy and Elliot. I absolutely love Macy and Elliot. They are one of my favorite couples ever. I loved the whole second chance romance and the whole childhood friends to lovers. This is the first book that I actually tabbed and underlined because I don't underline in books. I definitely will be rereading this in the future. I'm gonna be reading it like 20 times. So good. I also do want the book with the new cover because it's kind of cute. It doesn't really match Macy and Elliot vibe a little bit, even though it's not available here. Next book that I read is Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. I absolutely loved this book. 5 out of 5 stars. I loved seeing Kenna and Ledger, and I really loved seeing Kenna fighting for her daughter and just the little relationship between Ledger and Diem. I did get a little annoyed with Ledger a lot of the time. Like, I didn't really like him much until probably like there, a little less. It's like he'll say something and then he'll change his mind. Say something, change his mind. Say something and change his mind. And I'm like, bro, stop changing your mind. So excited to read more of her books. I just love her writing. It is so good. I did almost tear up though. I'm surprised I didn't like sob. But like, you know, her telling Ledger everything, I was like, why am I not crying? Fun fact, now every time I say pigeon, I think of Scott. I'm not even kidding. Next one. Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. As you can tell by my excitement, I loved this book. This is Infinity Stars. I love him so much. I'm definitely gonna be rereading this. I've been in the mood to like reread it. Literally after I finished reading it, I was like, great, close the book, think about it for a little while. Next day I was like, I want to read it again, but I didn't. And I also did underline in this book. I feel so bad for Bree and Archer. Like my heart breaks for them, but I'm so happy that they are literally soulmates in this book and they helped each other. I'm not gonna lie, I did picture Chris Evans, you know, Captain America, the Infinity War, you know, with the beard, and then like, you know, Bree like shaves it off and everything, you know, when you know, like in Endgame. Was it Endgame? The last book that you saw me like read and stuff is The Silent Patient. I rated this book 4 stars. Hear me out. Throughout this whole book, I was not really that interested in what was really happening. I mean, I was interested in Alicia's diary entries and that, and you know, what her motive was to kill her husband. But then when it got to Thea, the psychotherapist, yeah, like his like kind of like backstory stuff, I wasn't that interested. You get to like about literally probably there, and then you start piecing it together and being like, oh, okay, like what the fuck? Which really disappointed me because I love my thriller. Would I think this is better than Verity? Yes. But the fact that I had this like the fact that in my head I was like, what happens if Theo was the killer? And you know, this whole thing, like at first I thought that Alicia was Theo's wife, and then I was like, no, that can't work out. What happens if Alicia's husband was cheating with, you know, Theo's wife and everything, and they're together and it kind of connects everything. I got that right, but yeah, I was still so happy that I got that right. I'm not gonna lie, his writing was pretty great. Like, I love the way that he manipulates the readers into thinking it's something else. Like, this one got me really thinking. You know, these are the 4 books that I read from each of my favorite YouTubers or booktubers, whatever you want to call them. Just a recap if anyone kind of forgot. This is the book that I read for all 3 of them. This one is from Destiny, Larissa, and then Sarah. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to hit a thumbs up. If you want to see more content by me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you know every time I upload. Also, we hit 1K. That is freaking amazing. I honestly never thought that day would come. That is all for today, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Dance around all my questions, feel you slipping from my hands.